Okay, all right, a bit of a sidebar here. Let's give some stuff away, Corey.
Okay, all right.
Let's do that. We're on camera now. Thanks for watching us, everybody. So as you know, we're partnering with our great friends over at Cummins. Follow them on Instagram, Cummins Lifestyle, all one word. And whoever asks the best question each single week has been picked out in generating discussion. So we've got 4 winners from the month of April, and one of those guys is going to win a Cummins swag bag. But all of them are going to be entered into the grand prize drawing at the end of the year for that portable generator or the portable power station. We're going to pick somebody here in a little bit after we're done doing the drawing. But with that said, Corey, let's go ahead and give out some free swag. Again, our winners were Nole for Life, class of 2007, Beham FSU, and Philip Morris, as well as M. Adam CZ. Corey, drum roll, please.
Okay.
There we go. All right, you're done. It's fine.
Okay.
Look at that. And the winner of the first ever swag bag giveaway is, oh, this is so dramatic, M. Adam CZ.
How about that? How about that?
Mark from Naples. Congrats, buddy. DM me or email me your address so that we can mail out the Cummins swag bag to you. Our friends over at Cummins are going to do all this, so get at me. Again, follow them on Instagram, Cummins Lifestyle. With that said, Corey, let's go ahead and fire up the generator real quick.
What a big day for Mark.
Love the sound of that generator.
Some
say it's the sound of their youth. Corey's throwing me off with him not having the glasses on, but
sorry.
I will try to persevere throughout this. Our winner is Marlon Joker, Corey. He was talking about House versus NCAA is going to change college football again by allowing schools to directly pay players. He was wondering whether or not actual collectives are going to become part of universities. I don't know if that's going to happen. But he does ask, when this ruling does come down, that is House versus NCAA, surely it will be in the favor of the athletes. So whom of the past players, again, if you don't know House versus NCAA, this is basically players from the past saying that they were stripped, robbed of the ability to make money when they were student athletes via NIL. So they want money. It's like a $4 billion lawsuit. So what past player deserves the most back pay? Marlon's vote is for Charlie. Even though Charlie doesn't need it, right? Because and that's a crazy thing. I feel like, certain players, Corey, provided value to Florida State that has been evergreen and everlasting. Whatever you want to say about Deion Sanders, his presence at this university gives you a kind of sort of cachet when it comes to recruiting guys. Charlie doesn't get it. I think Jameis is probably the right answer because of him leading you to a national championship. And Charlie doesn't get the same kind of, because certain players now, they still talk about Jameis, like young guys talk about watching Jameis Winston. Nobody really talks about Chris Winkie, watching Chris Winkie win a national title, or my dad loved Chris Winkie growing up. But like Charlie, it's because he didn't go to the NFL. And that's the only reason why. Like, he decided to make a really smart business decision and make gobs more money and preserve his body playing in the NBA. And that got him penalized, at least in the eyes of the youth. But I would probably say Jameis. Where are you at?
Yeah, I guess I don't know the parameters of the question. Deion and Jameis made so much money that I don't want to choose them. But Deion is probably the most important player to ever play at Florida State, purely from a appeal issue, from an appeal standpoint, and getting other players to come to Florida State, flipping it to a cool place to go to. Not that it was a boring place. It was Bobby Bowden. It was Florida State. They threw it a lot. But Deion, his impact on the program can't be denied. It was at the birth of the dynasty, but he also made gobs of money. So I was trying to think of somebody that didn't make a ton of money that was really, really important to Florida State. And there's 2 names that came to mind, and there's a million that you could choose from. But Greg Allen from the early 80s, Ron Simmons made so much money wrestling. Greg Allen from the early 80s, he went in the NFL and was already kind of banged up and beat up and injury riddled, even though he's a pretty high pick. I don't even know if he made the league, but if he didn't make a lot of money in the league. But he was huge for Florida State in the early 80s. And then what about somebody like Rashad Green that, again, played in the NFL for 2 years maybe, but didn't get rich playing in the NFL. But, man, what he meant for Florida State, how good he was at Florida State, can't be denied. But maybe the real answer is Peter Warrick.
I was going to say I'll see you, Rashad, and I'll raise it Peter Warrick.
Yeah. Like Peter was a first-round pick, so he made millions of dollars in the NFL. But what he meant to Florida State and how fun he was to watch, I can't imagine how much money he would have been worth in today's age. You know what I mean? Like it's astronomical because he was. It wasn't just that he was good; he had that personality, and he was really fun to watch. There's a built-in Dillard's commercial. Right away, you've got to deal with Dillard's, and that's not. I mean, that sounds like a joke and sarcasm, and it kind of is, but it's also the truth. You can't tell me that Dillard's wouldn't have if NIL was around in 1999. Dillard's is all over Peter Warrick.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I think Peter Warrick maybe. Forget what I said before. Greg Allen, love you. Rashad, great college receiver, but I'm going to go with Peter Warrick.
That's the right answer, I think. You probably don't win a national title in 2013 without Rashad Green.
No, you don't. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you don't.
No.
But you absolutely 100% don't win a national title in 1999 without Peter Warrick.
Correct.
So, all right. Look at that. Consensus. It's been built.
And I feel like he had a Q rating, whatever they call that thing. I think Peter Warrick, just because he was cool. He was so cool and so dynamic and so fun to watch.
We've gotten tweets from LeBron James about watching Peter Warrick.
Right.
So, tie goes at Peter. Love you, though, Rashad. Rashad, if your people are listening to this, get at me. Love to have you on the show sometime. You too, Pete.
Whether the power is out or you're out of pocket, be the hero with portable power from Cummins, a global power leader. Onan Power Stations, perfect for mobile lifestyles, small and compact. Cummins Onan Power Stations provide temporary, off-the-grid power. Use it to charge your mobile devices, power your TV for the tailgate, run a fan to cool the party, or light up the after-dark celebration. Cummins offers power stations from 100 to 1,000 watts. These can be very handy during those temporary thunderstorm power outages we often get in the southeast in the afternoons. Use the promo code TAILGATE, TAILG, numeral 8, for a 10% discount at shop.cummins.com.